Hi, it's Reasonable Reviewer, and I wanted to do a video review today of this set that allows you to practice making your kanji characters. Now, this set comes with a little, actually it's a water well, but a little well and a calligraphy brush. And then if you look at the book itself, it's two-sided, and it's got the practice strokes on one side, and on the other side it shows some completed, more complex characters. And they've set it up in a Western fashion. In other words, it goes from left or the front of the book to the back and left to right. That's how they've got it set up. If you look inside of each one of the kanji marking things, if you look inside one of the kanji marks, you'll see that there's a little arrow that shows the direction to do. And I'm just going to demo how this works. I'll explain it in words. This has a black backing to it. You're going to use regular water on this. You'll follow the pen directions, right? So this one loops around, then it comes back and kind of comes back up. This one goes for a longer loop and around, and then you can see these very artistic shapes. But it's just going to be regular water, no ink, no ink. The purpose here is not to put the ink on. The purpose is to get used to the brush strokes, and I'm going to demo that in just a second. All right, so here we go. We've got some water, and I have a pen. So I'm just going to take this. Well, I have a brush. So I'll just show you what happens. So I take this wet brush and I move it over it, and look what happens. And you can see that you could practice it. And depending on how much pressure you put on it, right, it's either going to be a lighter or it's going to be a heavier brush stroke. So anyway, and then once it dries, it goes back to the pre-state. And you can see this one's already starting to dry. And they say that this has 1,000 uses. Well, you can use it 1,000 times. You can probably only use it to practice your kanji, but it gets 1,000 uses. Anyway, I think super clever idea. It's something that's lovely. I'm going to give it 4 stars, and the reason I give it 4 stars is if you're not facile in the Chinese and Mandarin in particular, you're going to have a very difficult time. First of all, you're not going to understand the instructions at all. I mean, you can figure this part of it out, as I have, but you really need a little bit of familiarity. And would have been, I think I would have given it 5 stars if it had had some English translation of the instructions. But anyway, I'm very good. 4 stars. Really very cool product that I will use a lot and potentially use with grandbabies and others who are learning the Chinese language, the kanji.